Hi, this is Michael from Xplore Xpeng. If, like me, you'd registered your interest in the Xpeng X9, you'll have had an email yesterday with more information on that. So if you click through to the website, Xpeng have now released more information on pricing and some basic specs. There's still no available date for the UK, but it's definitely coming soon. Just like the Xpeng G6, you've got three models: the standard range, the long range, and the all-wheel drive model. As you know, this is a big car, a 7-seater MPV with sliding doors and a screen in the back for your passengers. It's ultra luxurious, aimed at the high end of the market, and the prices range from $74,990 for the standard range, $79,990 for the long range, and $84,990 for the all-wheel drive. So the range on this beast is from 332 miles up to 382 miles for the long range model. The 0 to 60 times are at slowest 8.2 seconds for the standard range and down to 5.9 seconds for the all-wheel drive model. I'll show you later in the video some of the other brands and models that it's competing against. All the models will charge 10 to 80% in 12 minutes thanks to its 800-volt architecture. If you're interested in this model, you can confirm that on the website and register for test drives coming soon. Having a look around the interior, you've got a nice light grey wood on the dash, just like in the G6, and that goes around the door trims as well. There's lots of little aluminium details as well, which I like. The leather is either black or coffee colour. The black's got a really nice white piping around the edges, which I like too. In the middle row, you've got table trays you can pull down for the kids to eat or put their laptop or other devices on. Also on the X9, you've got sliding window shields in the rear and zero gravity seats when you want to relax. You can see the perforated seats, so you've got heating and ventilation there, and there's massage in the front seats as well. You may even have them in the back, that's to be confirmed. There's two sunroof areas, one over the driver's section, one over the passenger section, which is larger. And also, if you note, there's a sliding cover for that as well. Those middle seats are aeroplane cockpit style with the armrests, and you can walk through the middle to get to the very back row. That central screen that's viewable by all the passengers is 17 inches wide, plenty big enough when you're sitting quite close. The front infotainment screen is 21 inches, 6 inches bigger than the one we have on the G6. On this X9, you've obviously got all the intelligent driving capabilities that we're accustomed to on the G6. The lane centering control, the ACC, the lane changing, plus all the amazing tech in the front screen. X combos, customized screens, etc. Exterior colours available are the white, silver, dark grey and black. You don't get loads of options on these cars. Pretty much everything's included, so you're getting a lot for your money. A lot of the other brands you need to add extras on and it bumps the price up. I'll come on to those now. Competitors to the Xpeng X9 are the VW ID Buzz that's been out for a long time, the Volvo EX90, the Kia EV9, the Lexus LM, BMW iX, although that's not very similar in style, the Mercedes EQV, which is more like a van, and literally today the Zeekr 9X has just been released. No word whether it's going to be in the UK yet, but it's definitely released across Europe. So let's compare some of those models. So the VW ID Buzz, that starts at 59k. That's some 15 grand cheaper than the X9. However, it's got a lower range at 300 miles, slower charging 10 to 80% in 28 minutes, but a 0 to 60 time of 5.3 seconds on their all-wheel drive version. That one comes in at 69k plus add-ons. And obviously with the Volkswagen, you don't get the intelligent driving that you get with the Xpeng. It's so much more technologically advanced. Going on to the Volvo EX90, that starts at 73,000, so 2 grand less. But again, you're going to need to add lots of bits and pieces on to match the spec of the X9. The top model starts at 94,000. And if you add on the intelligent driving features to compare it to the X9, you're well over £100,000. It has got a good range at 376 miles, charges 10 to 80% in 22 minutes, 10 minutes slower, crazy 0 to 60 at 4.2 seconds. On to the Lexus LM, which is a bit of a funny one because it's a hybrid, but it is quite similar in its style. But that starts at £97,500. Wow. Got to borrow your fuel on top. So for me, the X9 wins hands down with its starting price of 79. The BMW iX is a very different style. It starts at £75,000 and you need to add well over £6,000 to get any driving assist features. It's got a range of 370 miles, but 10 to 80% is quite slow at 35 minutes. 0 to 60 though, 4.4 seconds. That's rapid. The Kia EV9, that's been a popular car. That starts at £77,000 and it's a big car. I stood next to one recently and it's massive. That starts at £77,500. It's also got 800-volt architecture, but somehow it's charging slower, 10 to 80% at 24 minutes. That's twice as slow as the X9. Another fast one, the top all-wheel drive model, is 4.6 seconds for 0 to 60. Onto the Mercedes EQV, which as I said earlier, is a bit more van-like, but has got the sliding doors, easy access for all the passengers in the 7 seats. Pricing is between 70 and 87k. But only does 220 miles. 0 to 60 is over 12 seconds and it charges 10 to 80% in 32 minutes. For me again, the X9 wins hands down on that one. And then literally today, as I mentioned earlier, Zeekr have announced their 9X model. That's a 7-seater, not got sliding doors, but aimed at luxury. One of the words you'll hear often in their pitches is luxury. So they're aiming for the top end of the market. Price hasn't been revealed, but we suspect it's going to be heading for £80,000 starting price. It's also got a middle screen, 17-inch on that one. It's got 900-volt architecture, charging from 10 to 80% in 9.5 minutes. That's really fast. Does 0 to 60 in 4.1 seconds and has massive 22-inch alloys. So as you can see, there's a few different models there to compare to size-wise and price, but there's not really anything that compares directly with the X9 as far as sliding doors and the whole MPV shape is concerned. Quite a niche market. It's going to be suitable for large families with a high income, luxury travel companies, airport transfers, etc. Chauffeurs for executives who just want luxury travel. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you think it's going to sell well? Is it something you'd be interested in? And finally, if you could like the video if it's been useful to you, press subscribe. Thank you very much for watching and I'll see you in the next video.